Good morning. Day 2 on the deck build. I think we're going to finish it up this morning. So we're headed over there before maybe it rains. It might not. Seth's already over there, so we'll see you guys in a bit. Are y'all just finishing up this all the way across and then that's it today? Yeah. So I'm at my sister-in-law's chicken coop, her little barn. She has rabbits on this side, which she has pine shavings, and she has some hay for them. And they stay out here. They've got a little house over there. They've got some wire on the bottom so they don't dig, because they will dig out of here if you don't put some sort of wire on the bottom. I learned that when I had rabbits out. They've been spayed and neutered because they've had several litters. We've learned that. Come down here and then there's little babies. I don't know how many litters they had, maybe 3 or 4. And they were so cute, but they'll just keep having them over and over. And they live together happily. Some people say that they have to be in cages, but they do fine like this. And the male and females do well together. They don't fight. And those are Holland lops. Adorable. And she uses sand on this side, which I have contemplated using sand, and really the only reason why I don't is just because I use mine for compost, but it's so easy to clean. It's very tempting for me to do it. She just has a couple scoopers, one to get the bigger stuff, and then another one just to get the finer, like, little things to pick up. But yeah, and the chickens stay really clean. So these are like Cochin Bantams, so they have feathered feet, and it just keeps their feet really clean. And they're so cute. And that's what she scooped out. So yeah, that's really nice and convenient to have sand on that part. She's got some in some cages trying to break their broodiness. This one, is that the one we took out last night? No.
This one back here.
Her?
Yep.
Yeah, so
she's up. So
she got to come back out. She laid an egg last night, so we thought maybe she's not brooding anymore. She looks like she's still awake. Now, we took the nest boxes out. She took them out last night so they wouldn't go back in there and try to sit again. So we'll see when we put them back in. Sometimes they'll go right back to them. Alright, we're going to take a look inside the coop. She's got some gold lace Wyandottes. And how old are they?
They're 7 weeks, I think.
Okay, about 7 weeks old. And I guess she'll probably introduce them to the rest of the flock before too long. They're kind of shy. Do you want to talk about the coop? If you want to.
Well,
if you don't want to, yeah.
I don't really know what to say about it.
Well,
Joe built it.
Yeah,
Joe primarily. And then initially we let the rabbits in. The wall used to go the other direction.
Yeah, like right through here.
And we had 2 little rabbit areas, and I kicked them out because their hair was disgusting.
Yeah, getting all over
it, way worse than the chickens. So I made the chickens, we turned the wall another direction and made them a much bigger space.
Which is super nice because you can walk right in here generally, and the chickens won't run out because she doesn't usually keep chickens in this area. So it's a good storage area. Plus it's super cute.
Usually their feed is in here.
Yeah. So I guess we can look inside here and what she's got, which I really like her roost bar.
Yes.
And she's got sand in here too. But she's got like a roost bar right here, and underneath it is
the PDZ.
Yeah.
Which is great because I can just use this little sifter.
Yeah.
And clean it out every day.
Yeah, she's got like a cat scoop, and then
their roost.
Oh yeah.
I can take this out and replace it if it's nasty, or hose it off when it's really dirty, but they actually keep it pretty clean. I've not actually had this has been since August.
Yeah, and that's nice because mine gets so dirty underneath, but this you could just go in and scoop it up. And then she's got like a sweeter heater if it's cold, and
an air conditioner when it's extremely hot. Not that it does any good in here because there's no insulation.
Oh
but
goodness, but it helps. It helps a little bit.
Makes me think it's a little cooler.
And they've got really cute decor. Oh no!
You better be laying eggs and not sitting. Yeah. So we'll see. They were not the 2 that were broody, so.
Oh, they weren't. Okay.
So maybe they're just gonna lay.
Yeah.
They
Hopefully.
usually lay about midday.
Yeah,
so.
these are little broody little chickens. They love to sit, and if you have Cochin Bantams, you'll end up with chicks at some point.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, she's got an adorable chicken coop. I love her coop. She's got some spirea growing. Look at that, super pretty blooms.
Your hands make light work.
Oh, they're done. Nice. That looks good. Yeah. Looks totally different.
No, it does. Looks much better.
Good afternoon. Hope you guys are having a wonderful Memorial Day. It is chillier Memorial Day here in East Tennessee. We've actually had a cooler weekend. I think yesterday it was in the upper 50s, 60 degrees, which felt pretty cold for like almost June here. So kind of unseasonably cool. But it is a good day to work in the greenhouse. There's stuff I needed to do in here. And I am doing some repotting, some seed starting. And one of my goals today was work on my succulents to get a lot of these little pups that are underneath some of these succulents out of here and into separate pots. I've got some pots over here full of dirt. I did these last night. Now, this dirt right here is going to be where I'm going to start my seed starts. If y'all can see, it's really fine looking. And that is because I usually sift the dirt that I use for potting seeds. It helps them kind of germinate through there a little bit easier. I just use like something like this I get from the grocery store. Or some of the soil has so many large particles or matter in it, and I like to do that for the seeds. I think it really helps. I think I'm going to start here with this Lifesaver plant. It is just really full and it needs some more space. This one is really hard to find too, so I want to make some more plants from this. And I'm going to start with just one of these longer pieces right here. And you can tell where it connects to another plant, and you can just kind of twist that off. And I'm going to set this right on top of the soil, and it will root right in there. You can kind of lay them on top of the soil, and you don't want to water a whole lot until they start rooting. So generally, I'll put mine over here underneath my shaded side of the greenhouse. Now, I do have plant lights for seed starting, but I'll kind of put these off to the side a little bit, and this will be the perfect spot for this. Now, this one right here, she has got some work that needs to be done. Very root bound. With her, I think I'm going to chop it off right at the base. That way I can set her down in a pot and make her a little more compact looking. Now you're going to kind of want this one to callus over too. You can see it's wet right there before watering. But with succulents, this is one reason why people kill succulents, because see how much water they retain? If you water these things every day, they'll literally just fill up with water and rot and die. So you only water a succulent when the soil is completely bone dry, and you can even go a few days past that and they'll be fine. But look at all of these babies. Now I'm going to put these in this little mouthwash cups because I may end up selling some of these, and I want to keep my pots to reuse. But I cut these with scissors to make holes because they've got to have some drainage holes in them. All right, so I'm going to make some more succulent soil. Basically, it's just potting soil and my river sand. That's the mama. I'm going to put her in here. And then I got all these plants from her. Look at that. And I will leave her, like I said, over here on this side with the rest of them. I'm not going to put her back in the stark sun until she roots into the soil. Now I'm going to take a few starts from this California Sunset. I love these. They're so vibrant and orange color. Got one over here. Look at it. So pretty, especially up next to some of these other colors. They just pop. Love them. Now I'm going to take the leaves off this one all these leaves off and fill this up. Now when you remove a leaf, make sure that you don't break it in half like up here. You want to get all of the leaf, so just kind of bend it until it all pops off. That way you'll have the best luck at propagating one of these. Now these are very easy to propagate. All succulent leaves, most succulent leaves can propagate. There are a few varieties that will not, but this is not one of them. And so what you want to do is lay these out in a very low light area and let them callus over. Keep them in that area until you start seeing little buds on the end of them. And that'll be a new plant. And you can lay them on top of sand or paper towels. So I usually lay mine out on a tray like this. And you can spritz these maybe once a day, every other day, every 3 days. And I leave these in a low light area. Actually, I usually put them over here on this side of my greenhouse. You definitely don't want to put them out in the full sun, would not be a good spot for them. Probably a good spot for them will be down here, not directly under the lights, because these are high output plant lights and they really generate a lot of light. It would be too much for those. All right, a whole tray of plants from one succulent. Look at that. Didn't have to go buy all these. I just propagated them. So many more to do. I've got to go in and have lunch, but I'm already looking at a bunch more down here that I can get some new plants off of. All through here, I love these. Those are so pretty. And this is an example of one that I did not cut off to make it compact. I just love how it draped over like that. Thought that was so pretty. And then look at all the babies that are coming up at the base. I'm going to take a little walk and do a little garden tour. It is the end of May. I'll show you guys what exactly is blooming and what has come up and what will be blooming pretty soon. Check out my zinnias. Looking good. Oh, we got a weed. Let's get you out of here. Love raised beds. Come right up. Another sunflower. This sunflower is still looking amazing. Oh, look at my little dahlias. They're so pretty. I love how they turn upside down before they bloom. Gorgeous. And then all of my hummingbird vine up against this wire. I'll end up fishing it through here. As you can see right through here, I've got my hummingbird vine. Now, I'm afraid this might start choking it out, so I may end up removing that, which is very sad because I love sunflowers. See, that's a bigger piece of it. I grew a different variety this year because I love the foliage on this one. It's so dainty. I can't wait to see it all over here. This is going to be a bed full of marigolds. They'll look really nice this fall too because they last longer than most any of my flowers. Those and the cosmos looked really good, even up until the first frost. Big garden's looking good. Let's go in here and check everything out. Hey chickens! Somebody laid an egg out in the run. Really? Chickens. Sometimes they do whatever they want. And they don't care what you want them to do. Corn's growing really good. Taters. These are some good potatoes, y'all. Really good. I need to get some of these weeds out of here tomorrow. We tilled it the other day, so it looks really nice. And my okra is actually the only thing in the garden that doesn't look wonderful. So, I don't know. We put out a whole bunch of it, but it was 2-year-old seeds. So, next year we're going to go with something a little bit different. Here is my cucumber, which is looking amazing. Tomatoes are looking really good too. Oh, I can smell them. Oh, they smell so good. We'll be putting them up through the cattle panel before too long. All right, do you see what I see? First bloom. It's a good sign. We might have first tomato by 4th of July. Looks promising.